Well, Mr. Fowler found himself a seat, and today he wanted to make sure that the trap was working right. The fox had been a little bit closer, and he could almost smell the fox. Didn't know where the fox was hiding, but he was going to make sure that this trap worked today and catch himself a fox, whether the fox liked it or not. So, there he goes, off into the forest with Mr. Fowler. Oh, the little fox found a nice little spot. Sniffing, he says, "This smells like humans. I think I'll jump up to bigger and better places." Wow, this is a nice big log. I can see everywhere from up here. Looks like everything's alright though. I don't see any humans around. So I'll just continue on my way. See you later. Mr. Fowler was determined to find a good place to set the trap. "Oh, what's this? This looks like a good spot," he said. "I think that fox will be easy catching in this area." He took out his old trap and placed it in the grass beneath this tree. "I'll set it here and wait for that fox to come out to play." He put grass on it and put a little anchor there so that as the fox got trapped, he wouldn't be able to escape. There. I'll just put a little more grass on there, and that should do it. Mr. Fowler said, "I think that's a good job. I'll have to wait for the fox." The next day the little fox decided to come out and explore. "Wow, beautiful day today," he said as he walked along a grassy path. "Watch out, little fox. There's a trap there. Don't step in it. Ouch!" Poor little fox got trapped. It was a beautiful sunny day, and Mr. Kracker decided to come out and take a stroll down the forest path. Today he decided to take the road less traveled by to see where it takes him. Mr. Kracker continued on through some knee-high grasses and came upon a clearing. "What's this?" he said. "Looks like a fox is hurt. I better go help him." Mr. Kracker came and crouched down under the old tree. He touched the fox's head to see if he was still breathing and felt some breath, also a heartbeat. So there still was a chance. Let's see if I can take that trap off. Success. Now we'll see if the fox can get up and walk. As soon as that trap is released, he should feel much better. Come on, little fox. You can do it. The fox looked at him as if to say thanks, and then slowly he walked, and then started running. Mr. Kracker came back, waved goodbye as the fox, and then continued on his way. Mr. Fowler quickly scurries down the hill, excited that he might have caught something in his trap. But as he gets close to the trap site, he realizes he's caught nothing today. Mr. Fowler's not happy at all. He grabs his trap, straps it to his belt, and leaves, kicking the dust off his feet. On his way home, Mr. Fowler decides to do a little knife throwing practice, and he's getting better at it. "Nobody best be messing with me," he says. And Mr. Kracker was on his way home too, so happy that he'd freed the fox. Okay, well, today I can say that I'm so happy, happier than I feel. Yeah, I'm so happy, happier than I feel. What a beautiful day. Sun's not shining, but it's beautiful. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, hi. Didn't see you guys there. I hope nobody's seen that Mr. Fowler anywhere. I can still smell him. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share this with your friends. Incoming! Whoa, that was close. I nearly missed the branch and landed on you. So how you doing today? I didn't sense any danger here, so I thought I'd come down to introduce myself. My name's LJ. Capital L, capital J. I'm known around here as the eye in the sky. Nothing usually gets past me. You might already know this, but yesterday my friend Phineas the fox got caught in a trap. I saw it happen with my own eyes. I wanted to fly down and rescue him, but it was too dangerous. Too many humans around. There was something different about this one human, though. He freed Phineas from the trap with his walking stick. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Well, it was super nice to meet you. And now I think I'm gonna take off into the blue yonder. It's a little hard to take off from here. I hope I don't lose any feathers, but here I go. See y'all later. Well, hello. Did you just see that big bird fly over? That was my friend LJ. I'm out here today. I think I'd like to gather some sticks and feathers and maybe little branches to help him make a nest. He's always looking for things to make nests. Look around here, there's grass, there's pine cones, and a little bit of snow, but I don't see all that many sticks and stuff. Maybe I'll check in the back and see if I can find something back here. Oh, okay. Couple little branches here. Oh, here's one. I guess that'll make a good start. Drop it right here for him and start to make a pile. He'll be so excited to see that I'm starting on his nest. Well, I guess I'll go back and get some more. Boy, this is tough work. All those branches, and the piles aren't getting any bigger. I'll put another one here. I think I'm going to go out and do some adventuring instead. Wow, it sure feels good to stretch and get out venturing in the forest. I also feel a lot safer now to know that LJ is looking after me. Now I've got a human on my side, Mr. Kracker. You know, he's been really good to me. It makes me feel like I can explore more and just enjoy the forest like a fox should. So, I'm excited. What should we do next? Well, I might want to follow my nose. What's that smell? Well, let's go find out. Oh, there's Mr. Kracker, going for another one of his strolls. Just checking on the forest and the animals, making sure everything's okay. It's really nice to have someone who cares for the forest and the animals in it. Well, he's stopped. Looks like he's found something. This is where that lightning struck last week. Just check on it, make sure it's all, it's not smoking anymore. Last time I came by, there was some smoke coming from the forest here, and nice to see that it's out now, so I'll just continue my way. Well, looks like Mr. Kracker found a nice spot to sit down and bask in the sunshine for a while. Well, looks like my nose has brought me to this place. Interesting. I've never smelt this smell before. I better be careful. It smells a little dangerous. I think I'll walk down this way to see what's going on. Looks okay so far. Everything seems to be... What's this? Looks like everything is dying here. Grass is gray. Doesn't look very nice at all. And what's that? Oh no. This place is not very nice at all. Looks like a poor deer skull. I don't think I really want to be around here. I think I better leave as soon as I can. Well, I can go up this way, but it looks like somebody here does not want strangers. So I'm out of here. Let's see if I can find a place to hide. Maybe over by that tree there. Looks like a good spot. Boy, those skulls were creepy. I think I'll stay behind this tree for a bit, where it's safe. What's that? I hear something coming. I'm out of here. It's Mr. Fowler, and he can sense that fox for miles away. He just didn't know where it was hiding. Where is that fox? He's around here somewhere. That was close. I don't want to get that close to Mr. Fowler again. I think I'll have a visit with Mr. Kracker, if I can find him. Just to let him know that I appreciate him saving my life the other day. He smells like he's around here somewhere. There he is. Looks like he's happy to see me. He's waving and he's putting his hand out. I still want to be a little careful with humans, though. You never know what they're going to do sometimes. Oh, he's pretty careful. Up you climb, little fox. Hey there. I heard your name was Phineas. I think we're going to be good friends. Well, Phineas, I think this calls for a song. Maybe you can help me with the harmonizing.
Safe am I,
Safe am I,
safe am I,
safe am I,
in the hollow of his hand. Sheltered o'er,
sheltered o'er,
sheltered o'er,
sheltered o'er,
with his love forevermore. No ill can harm me, no foe alarm me, for he keeps both day and night. Safe am I,
safe am I,
safe am I,
safe am I,
in the hollow of his hand.
safe in the hollow of his hand. Hey, Phineas? Well, I think it's time for me to let you down now. So thanks for your help with the song there, and we'll see you later. Bye, Phineas. And the rest of you, we'll see ya in our next episode. Take care, and God bless. Oh, hey, you still here? I thought you left long ago. Anyway, just came back to see if I could find a couple of lost feathers. I don't see them now, though. And I just wanted to remind you, make sure you like and subscribe. And comment down below to keep me soaring. Well, today looks like another great day for another great adventure. I'm supposed to be meeting Mr. Kracker later on today. Yikes! A snake! No one crosses my path. I've heard of you, and I don't like you. The next time you try to cross my path, there'll be consequences. And you're not gonna like it. I'm not afraid of you, and I'll leave you alone right now, but I got friends that'll deal with you. You better be scared, And you're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Now be on your way. What's this? A rattlesnake. You're lucky I don't wring your neck. Mr. Kracker was a little shaken up about that. He didn't want to get bitten by any old rattlesnake. Well, I sure hope I don't bump into that snake again. Mr. Kracker told me to meet him at the lightning tree, so that's where I'll go. Yeah, it's a little dirty here, but I think I'll just play here till Mr. Kracker shows up. Hey, Phineas, let's get going. We got a long walk ahead of us. Hopefully we won't bump into any more rattlesnakes. I had an encounter with a rattlesnake this morning as well. They're everywhere. Oh, who's this coming? Hey, you. I know you, and I know that fox. And one day, he's gonna be mine. And why would you say that? 'Cause I've been hunting him for some time now, me and my rattlesnakes. You better be careful, both of you, before you get bitten. What have we done to you? Just get back the way you came. I'm heading up that way, yonder. That's where I have my den. Don't come around. Else me and my rattlesnakes are gonna have some fun with you. We don't have to listen to this, Phineas. Let's go. Well, look at that poison. They're running away. Just like all the others. Hey, this looks like a good place to sit and think for a while. Hey, Poison? Well, Poison, I don't know. We're gonna have to do some brainstorming on Krackus and Phineas. What was that? No, we don't want to bite him and kill him yet. First, we want to have some fun with him. But I'm just thinking of a plan to do just that. I don't know if you have any ideas. I know all you want to do is bite him, so I'm going to have to keep you at bay until we're ready for that. That'll be a last resort. I think I'd like to set my traps out again. See if those will work. I don't know why it didn't work last time. Usually they work really well. Maybe I'll have to put it somewhere. I heard Cracker's got a cabin east of here. Maybe we can try to find it and set a trap near there or near the creek or something. That might work. I think I'll leave you around here just to stand guard for me for a while, 'cause I'm a little busy. I'm gonna go back home and see what I got in store for those guys. Stand guard? What does he think I am? A dog? I'll show him how to mess with strangers. I want to bite someone, like that deer over there. Ah, an eagle. Oh, no, you don't. Wow, you put up a good fight. But if you don't stop wiggling, I'm going to have to drop you. I said, stop wiggling. Ah! Mr. Kracker sees LJ flying overhead as he lands on a burnt stump. Hey, Mr. Kracker, you mind coming over here so I can talk to you? I just had a fight with a rattlesnake, so I'm a bit tired. Sure, LJ. Well, I'm glad I found you, Mr. Kracker, 'cause I've got lots of things to tell you. I'm all ears, LJ. So I ended up getting into a fight with Poison, the rattlesnake. She was trying to bite a deer just walking along the path, so I swooped up and took her up in the air, and then she was wiggling so much, I ended up dropping her on her head. So I don't know what happened to her. She's dead or not sure yet. I haven't had a chance to go look. Well, I hope you just knock some common sense into her so she won't go biting any more deer. Mr. Fowler's not going to be too happy when he hears about this. Just between you and me, Mr. Kracker, Mr. Fowler's not too happy about anything anyway. Well, you're right there, LJ. I agree with you on that one. Oh, my head hurts, Mr. Fowler. You're lucky you only got a headache. You could have been killed in that drop. We can't have you being dropped out of the sky. This ain't gonna go down easy. Nobody hurts my snake and gets away with it. Hello there. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time. God bless. Well, I'm sure glad I got this fire started before Phineas comes over tonight for the camp out. It's going to be dark soon, and it'd be nice to get this fire ripping and roaring before he shows up. Anyway, lots of firewood in this forest. I'm just putting on some small pieces right now, but once that gets going, I'll add some bigger pieces. I think I can add those bigger pieces now. Now the fire will be ripping and roaring in no time. Well, we got a good hot fire going now. Just need to move the seat back a bit. It's getting pretty warm. Then I can sit and wait for Phineas to show up. I'm surprised he's not here already. Maybe he's just a little bit late. I don't want to have to go out there and search for him, but just wait for a little while and warm up here, and then if I need to, I can go look for him. Well, I still don't know where Phineas is, so I think what I'll do is just take a walk around and see if I can find him. See if he's okay anyway. I see the fire, but I don't see Mr. Kracker anywhere. I wonder where he went. He sure got a nice fire going here. I better not get too close though. I might burn my whiskers off. I was pretty late, so I'm pretty sure it's my fault that Mr. Kracker's not here.
I'll just wait here for Mr. Kracker to come back, and hopefully he comes back soon.
Looks like this might be a nice spot out here. Pretty dark right now, so I can't see too much. Boy, that fire looks pretty small from back here. I found a comfy spot here, so I'll just watch the fire till I fall asleep. At least I feel safe here. Good night. Well, I couldn't find Phineas anywhere. I looked all over.
I'm sure glad you're here to join me.
Well, you know.
It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love to everyone you want to pass it on.
Well, that was a great campfire song. I think I'm going to go set my tent up now. So good night all, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully Phineas is fast asleep and safe. Good morning. Still no Phineas and no fire. Well, I'm off to see if I can find him in the daytime now. Well, here I am, up bright and early, looking for Mr. Kracker. See if he's around. I'll just check the campsite first. Doesn't look like he's here. I can still smell him, so he didn't leave too long ago. I'll just climb to the top of the hill here and wait for him. He can't be too far away. I'll get that fox if it's the last thing I do. Hey, it's me, LJ. I just saw Mr. Fowler going toward Mr. Kracker's campsite, looking for Phineas.
I better go warn Phineas and Mr. Kracker about this.
See you guys in a bit. Mr. Fowler looked everywhere, and he still couldn't find the fox. Boy, I'm getting tired chasing this fox. I think I gotta set up another trap for him. It's the only way to do it. I seem to have lost Mr. Kracker's scent, but I've picked up Mr. Fowler's scent. He's been here. He's been at Mr. Kracker's camp. He must have been looking for us. Well, I'm gonna go back to the camp in the daytime and then wait for Mr. Kracker to come back, because he should be back soon. Well, I hope LJ was right and Phineas is here. Oh, there you are, Phineas. I've been looking all over for you. Always hiding behind trees, aren't you? I was just having a little nap, and Mr. Fowler was here, and also I couldn't find you anywhere. We need to find a better source of communicating with each other. Yeah, I think you're right, little fox. We're going to have to work on that. We shouldn't be having this issue, but I think your scents are getting mixed up with Mr. Fowler's and mine, and the smoke from the fire. All different things throw your scents off. That's probably why you got messed up. I think I'll take you to one of your favorite places. That'll make you feel better. Here we are at one of your favorite stumps. I'll leave you here so I know where you are, and you can have some fun. Bye, Phineas. See ya, Mr. Kracker. I love this stump. I always try to climb it, and every once in a while I get successful, but it's pretty tough to climb. So it strengthens my muscles, and this is kind of my gym in the forest, and I love it here. I got one of my favorite holes close by, and if you listen carefully, you can hear the creek behind me. This is one of my homes. I've got lots of homes. I tend to like trees, but this is one of my favorites. It's just got lots of bush and places that I can go and exercise, and I just love it here. Oh, you still there? Well, I couldn't resist come back and just try to climb my stump. I've never made it to the top before, but I'm going to try it right now and see if I can do it. Wish me luck. Okay, let's do this. Gotta get revved up for it. Here we go. Yeah, I'm making it. It's a little... Oh, slid back down again. Anyway, we'll try one more time. Here, cheer me on a bit. Go, Phineas. Go, Phineas. Go, Phineas. Okay, let me try this. I can do it. I know I can. I'm just going to get my claws into that bark and up, up, up. Keep going. And yes, I made it. I couldn't have done it without you. Hi, welcome to Cracker's cabin. Where do I start? How about a nice cup of Crackus? That's my favorite coffee in this neck of the woods. Welcome to my humble home. Actually, it's an old trapper's cabin. Been in my family for generations. There's a few leaks and a few mice, always in need of maintenance. I've been living here in forest land for 2 months now, living off the land and helping out where there's a need. I got a special guest today. His name's Phineas the Fox. He's out right now, gallivanting around. He loves the forest, most of all, but lately he's been a little scared of Mr. Fowler and snakes and such. I said he could stay here with me and work on the cabin and keep an eye on things, and we'll see how it goes. Stick around for singing, stories, and adventure. Hey there, just having a little fun out here today. The grass is green, the flowers are blooming, and the birds are singing. See you around.
Meanwhile, back at Fowler's Den, Mr. Fowler was raring to go. With his trap and his knife, he looked in the mirror and he said, "I'm looking pretty good today. Just gotta sharpen my knife and I'll be ready to go." He'd sharpen that knife so much, he could almost see right through it. "That'll do it," he says. "Let's get out of here." Trap ready and knife sharpened, Mr. Fowler returns from his den, determined to catch the fox that's been avoiding him thus far. Using a walking stick, Mr. Fowler carefully balances himself across a natural bridge spanning a deep gully. As he crosses Trickle Creek, he realizes this shortcut that he's taken is going to be a little harder than he thought. But in the end, it'll save him time getting to Cracker's cabin. He quickly climbs up another wooden path into the brush. The branches are making it difficult, but he continues on. "I'll be there soon," he says. Meanwhile, Kracker arrives at his cabin, not knowing that Fowler was on the way. "Ah! Oh, it's just you. Hey, I'm just staying here with Mr. Kracker for a while. I just don't like those rattlesnakes and Mr. Fowler on my tail. So I'm going to stay here for a while and help Mr. Kracker out. And maybe I'll stay here tonight. I feel safer here than out in the forest. This is a great place for a lookout." "Phineas! Oh, there's Mr. Kracker now. I better go." "There you are, Phineas. Come on up." "Hey, Mr. Kracker. What's that smell? Supper?" "No, supper won't be ready for a while, Phineas. I think you smell a candle burning." "Yeah, it smells like cinnamon." "So, Phineas, did you see anybody suspicious on your watch?" "No, Mr. Kracker. A couple of deer and some birds, but nobody suspicious." "Well, that's good, Phineas. I think we'll keep you there on the windowsill for a while. You can keep an eye out. I'm thinking that Fowler and his rattlesnakes aren't too far away." "Now that sounds good, Mr. Kracker. I'll just go back to the window and keep watch." Well, I feel like doing something more than sitting in this windowsill for Mr. Kracker, even if it's scaring a few mice away. I haven't even seen any mice. So far, it's been nothing but birds and deer. Looks like it's going to get dark soon. I hope things don't get too creepy. While Phineas was keeping watch, Mr. Kracker decided to add to his daily journal. In this book, he writes down all his daily activities, his Bible study notes, and everything else that's important in his life. We'll speed it up a bit because he spends a lot of time writing these things down.
And don't forget, he always takes time for a good cup of crackus. Good night. Phineas decided that he too was getting tired, so he followed Mr. Kracker to bed. Someone arrives at the fringe of the forest. Mr. Fowler has finally got close to the Kracker cabin. Mr. Fowler can clearly see the cabin now. He jumps a creek and then approaches cautiously. Maybe if I look inside, I can see if anyone's home, he thought to himself. Oh, there's a window. Too dark to see in there. I see a candle burning though. Somebody's home. I think I'll look around and see if I can find another window. Boy, Mr. Kracker's gotta mow his lawn. Looks safe here. Well, these windows are pretty dark, but I can see a human shape moving around in there. It's gotta be Mr. Kracker. And wherever Mr. Kracker is, that fox is close by. Well, now that I know they're in the cabin, I can go back to my business and set my traps. That'll do, he grins. Finding some barbed wire in his travels, he places it on the path, camouflaging it with grass and branches and anything he can find. That'll catch something, he says. Well, that'll do it for today. I'll return tomorrow to check on them. Mr. Fowler hurries home, and he ain't scared of the dark. Hey, good morning. I left early this morning to go and hide on Mr. Kracker. So don't tell him I'm here, okay? It was another beautiful sunrise in Crackerland as Mr. Kracker left his cabin for a morning walk. On his travels, Mr. Kracker saw a fawn drinking from Crickle Creek. Then, suddenly, a barbed wire trap. Now, how did that get there? Hey, Phineas, you in here? Phineas? That fox. Always playing hide and seek. Oh, here comes Mr. Kracker. I wonder if he'll find me. Wow, he walked right past me and he didn't even see me. Mr. Kracker, wait. Phineas, you shouldn't be fooling around like that. You're gonna get yourself trapped again. This looks like a good place to get you a drink from the creek. I sure love the water from Trickle Creek, Mr. Kracker. Okay, so let's get you back home before you get into trouble. Whoa, that was close. I just about stepped on that. Now how am I going to get my staff out of here? There, that did it. Let's go home, Phineas. I'll take this trap with me. Mr. Fowler doesn't stray too far from his traps, and he'll be back. Him and his snakes. Meanwhile, back at Fowlers Den. Well, Poison, how are you doing today? Not too bad, Mr. Fowler. I just am interested to hear what you found out about Kracker and Phineas. Well, last night I went to the Kracker cabin and made sure nobody was around, and then I placed me my traps, one down by the creek and another on a well-trodden path near the cabin. So we should be getting one of those traps, or maybe both, trap ourselves a fox. What say you come with me, and we'll go and check them out. Count me in, Mr. Fowler. I can't wait. Well, Poison, let's go check on those traps. Yeah, I think I feel it in my bones that we're gonna catch us a fox. I found me a shortcut yesterday. It should only take us an hour. Just have to go down a hill across a creek and go through a field, and we'll be there in no time. Traveling to Cracker's cabin was much quicker this time, now that Fowler had been there already. He stopped for a while at Trickle Creek to take a drink of the cool, clear water. He gave some to Poison as well.
We're close, Poison. Let's go check on those traps. Wow! Looks like my trap's gone. Darn. We'll have to go check on the other one. Well, let's see if we caught some in this one. Boy, I don't see it anywhere either. Someone's getting wise to us, Poison. It's nowhere to be found. It started to rain, so Fowler and Poison decided to head home, empty-handed. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, Dad. Yeah, we're doing great, Dad.
That's good, because we got a long walk ahead of us. Watch your step, Justin.
Okay. That tastes good.
I found you guys. Welcome to Krackerland.
This place is so cool, Dad.
I'm glad you like it, guys. Wow, look at that sunbeam.
It's so bright, Dad.
Oh, look at this. Looks like we found a graveyard.
It looks pretty creepy, Dad. I wonder if there's anybody buried there.
I see a gravestone over there. Let's check it out. I can't make out the lettering, but it must be somebody important in these parts. Well, let's head out.
How much further, Dad?
Well, if we find what Mr. Kracker told me about, and if it exists, we'll get there a lot quicker than you think. Back at Cracker's cabin, Mr. Kracker was heading out. He had heard some strange sounds in the forest, so he thought he'd do some investigating. He follows a snowy path into the forest. There it is again. Where did that come from? Now, Mr. Cracker's been a tracker for quite some time, and even though the sounds are getting fainter, his instincts tell him he's still going in the right direction. I gotta be getting close. Sounds like it's coming from around here somewhere. Oh, what's this? What's a raccoon doing in these parts? How you doing there, little fella? You all right? You still feel warm. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. My name's Mr. Kracker. I have a cabin close by. I'll take you there so you can get warm.
Thank you. Where am I?
You're in forest land. Try to keep quiet till we get you warmed up.
I don't remember anything. The last thing I remember was falling through the air. I must have hit my head on that stump.
You sure are lucky you didn't freeze to death. Here's my cabin. We'll get you fixed up in no time. Watch it, Jack. Don't fall in. Well, let's go, guys. Mr. Kracker's waiting for us. Where'd those kids go? Wow, they really do exist. A slider. And this one's right where Kracker said it was going to be. Come on, kids. I found what I've been looking for. Unbeknownst to the trio, someone's lurking in the shadows. I wonder what they're up to. Follow me, guys. Whoa! That was fun, hey guys?
Yeah!
Are you guys alright?
Yeah, Dad, we're okay.
Hey, look! There's Cracker's cabin. Boy, this cabin looks pretty old.
It's probably 100.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe.
Well, come on, guys. Let's see if Mr. Cracker's home. Coming. Hey, you cracker.
Hey guys, come on in.
Hey, Mr. Kracker.
Hey, Mr. Kracker.
Okay, we'll see you, Mr. Kracker. See you, kids. Have a good sleepover. Hey, it's great to see you guys. Come on over and take a seat on the bench. Jack and Justin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I finally get to meet you guys. Your dad's told me a lot about you. And I'm sure you're both excited about being in Crackerland, right?
We sure.
So, Jack, how old are you?
I'm 7, Mr. Kracker.
And what about you, Justin?
I'm 9, Mr. Kracker.
And so what did you guys think about the slider?
It was speeding fast.
It's a pretty exciting way to travel, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
So I've got a visitor here, and I want to introduce him to you. I'm just going to go get him now, okay?
Okay, Mr. Kracker.
I'll be right back. Justin and Jack, meet Squeaks the raccoon.
He sure is cute.
Hi, Justin.
Hi.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Well, I just about froze to death this morning, and Mr. Kracker saved me. So, I guess we're going to be having a sleepover tonight. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we are too.
That's great. Anyway, I don't have all my energy back, but I really wanted to come out and say hi to you guys. This is going to be exciting, having this sleepover tonight.
We're looking forward to it too.
Well, I'm going to say goodnight to you both, and Mr. Kracker can take me back and put me in bed, and so bye, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Squeaks.
Good night, Squeaks.
Okay, Squeaks is all tucked in. Now I'm ready to tuck you two in. Stepping out of the shadows, Mr. Fowler's curiosity gets the best of him. This is where they jumped. Looks a little scary, but I think I'll take my chances. Ah! Darn creek. Darn prickle bushes. Mr. Fowler fell right into Trickle Creek. It looks like the only thing he's going to be doing today is going home for a change of clothes. Well, boys, you're home. The kids were up late last night, listening to stories from Mr. Kracker. Mr. Kracker just came in from chopping up some firewood. He came in to check on Squeaks and wake the kids up for a new and exciting day. Time to wake up, guys. I got a surprise for ya.
Wow.
Morning, kids.
Morning, Squeaks.
How was your sleep?
We slept good, Squeaks.
That's great. I'm sorry I couldn't play with you guys last night. I was trying to recuperate. Got a little feeling in my fingers and toes still that hasn't come back, but other than that, I'm doing great. Mr. Kracker, can I tell him about the secret?
Sure, Squeaks. You can tell them.
What secret, Squeaks?
About the adventure to Strangeland. I wish I could go with you, but I'm going to stay here and look after the cabin for Mr. Kracker, and just take another day's rest to get all better. Then maybe Mr. Kracker could take me home. later this afternoon or tonight. That would be great. You guys must be super excited to go on this adventure. Maybe you guys will find a slider. That'll make your trip exciting. But just be careful with those sliders. I got hurt pretty bad, but I think I stepped in it by accident.
I think they're fun.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving, so I think I'm going to go get some to eat, and then I'll have energy to stand guard today while you guys are on your adventure. So we'll see you later.
Bye, Squeaks. Boy, he sure is cute. Hey, Justin?
Yup. Can't get any cuter than that.
Well, guys, since we still got a little time here before we have to leave for Strangeland, I thought I'd read a poem. This poem was written by one of my favorite poets, Robert Frost. The Road Not Taken. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference.
Yay!
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, let's get going. We got a long road ahead of us. Let's grab something to eat and hit the road. Well, boys, we'll just cross this lake, go over that hill, and you'll be home. Mr. Kracker was unusually quiet on his walk to Strangeland. He found his mind wandering back to old memories. We're close, boys. Your house is just over the hill here. Mr. Kracker was a little disappointed that they didn't find a slider, but they made it nonetheless. Well, there's your house, boys, and there's the rest of Strangeland.
The view is sure nice from up here.
Strangeland stretched east, south, and west, while Krackerland lay to the north.
How do we get down, Mr. Kracker?
Well, we're not going to make it down that way, guys. We're going to have to go around this way. We're gonna have to make our way down there somehow. Go ahead and slide down, guys. Looks like fun.
Whee! I'm catching up. Now we're home. Bye, Mr. Kracker.
See ya, kids. Hey, Squeaks, you ready to go?
You bet, Mr. Kracker. Always ready for an adventure.
Great. Let's see if we can get you home before nightfall. Steel-colored clouds fill the sky as Mr. Kracker and Squeaks make their way across the snow-covered clearing. The snow was deep, and Mr. Kracker found himself falling up to his knees sometimes. Mr. Kracker was about halfway down the hill when something sparkling in the snow caught his eye. Wow, look at that, Squeaks. A slider. What do you think? Should we jump this one, Squeaks?
Let's do it, Mr. Kracker.
Okay, here goes.
What a rush! That was so much fun, and I didn't hurt myself.
No, you didn't, Squeaks. That was a good ride. I think it's because we knew where we wanted to go. I'm starting to figure this out now. It's like you gotta know where you want to go, believe you're gonna get there, and trust it to take you there.
That sounds like a parachute, Mr. Kracker.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Sounds like you gotta have faith. You know, I was just reading my devotions this morning, and in the Bible, in Matthew 17 verse 20, it says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to a mountain, move, and it will move.
Well, Mr. Kracker, it sounds like this world could use a little more faith, doesn't it?
Well, I'm going to need a little faith to get me home before midnight. So, we'll see you later, Squeaks.
Bye, Mr. Kracker. Boy, one of these days, I'm gonna pay Mr. Kracker back for everything he's done for me. He's saved my life, gave me a place to stay, and I've made a good friend, too. Maybe even my best friend. Do you have a best friend? Before I go, I'd like to ask you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and share me with your friends. And I'll see you in the next episode of Krackertime, in my other home in the cedar forest.
Mr. Fowler was in a foul mood today. He found out someone was warning the animals of his traps, and he hadn't been catching anything in quite some time. Chopping firewood was one of his ways to release stress. He had an idea of who was warning the animals, and a plan to solve his problem. There it is. This'll come in handy today. In his hand he held a giant diamond. He placed it on the window's ledge for all to see. Hey y'all, LJ here, your eye in the sky. Just thought I'd touch down right next to Cedar River here to see how everyone's doing. Just checked on Squeaks, and he's safe and sound back in his cedar stump. Mr. Kracker's on his way too, and I think Phineas is somewhere around here. He's been on holidays, and I'm really looking forward to having him back. I haven't seen Mr. Fowler around. I think I better make another loop around Fowler's property to see what he's up to. So, we'll see you in a bit. Well, no signs of Fowler yet, but I do see something shiny in that window there. Wow, that's some rock. While the eagle is distracted, Mr. Fowler makes his move. Now I just gotta pick that. Ah! Gotcha. Now where's that cage? Mr. Kracker left for a trip to the cedar forest. Mr. Kracker took one step in front of the other and ducked when there was a low-hanging branch. It didn't take him long to get to Cedar Forest in Forestland, where majestic cedars loomed into the sky. He didn't use any sliders, and he sure enjoyed the walk. With the eagle locked up in a cage and nowhere to go, Mr. Fowler was off to find some more animals. The only thing slowing him down now was the snow. His pants were getting soaked and his boots filled with water from the melting snow. Mr. Fowler was going to have to use a slider, and he couldn't wait to find one. Well, what do you know? Must be my lucky day. Mr. Fowler was hesitant for a while and marched around the outside of the slider, thinking about the last time when he landed in Trickle Creek. He didn't want to get any more wet than he already was. But after walking around, he decided, I'm gonna do this. Ah! Darn! Right in the middle of nowhere. What am I gonna do now? Meanwhile, deep in Cedar Forest lives a special raccoon named Squeaks.
Well, hello. You're my first visitor of the day. How are you doing today? I sure am happy to be back in the Cedar Forest. It's getting warmer now, and the snow is melting quickly. I've been waiting for a visit from Mr. Kracker. He said he was gonna make it out my way one of these days, so hopefully he'll be coming soon. It's really peaceful here, and close to Cracker's cabin and Cedar River, and the forest is full of berries and nuts, so I never go hungry here. Anyway, thanks for visiting, and I'll see you again soon.
After getting changed, Mr. Fowler decided to try another jump. This one looks familiar. Now, take me to Cedar Forest. Wow, it works. I'm here. Mr. Fowler was both relieved and excited at the same time. He found Cedar River and stopped for a drink. Boy, that's good water. Now, I'm gonna get me some animals. What? What's Kracker doing here? I gotta see what he's up to. Mr. Kracker decided to double back on his trail in case he was being followed. Mr. Kracker finally made it to the rendezvous point where he was going to meet LJ. But LJ was nowhere to be seen. Mr. Kracker was getting worried and decided to head home before it got dark. He took a shortcut along Cedar River down a rocky path. I guess I'll have to visit Squeaks another day, he thought to himself. On his walk home, he had a feeling that something wasn't quite right. Well, looky what we got here. Looks like I've got myself a pet eagle. And you haven't tried to escape yet. Smart. You just stay right there if you know what's good for you. How am I supposed to escape? I have no hands to untie these ropes. Don't even think about it. The least you can do is get me some food and water. I've been in here for hours. Well, maybe I'll get you some water. I'll just go melt some snow. And if I catch me a rabbit, that's a great idea. Make yourself useful and get me some food and water. Listen, you troublemaker. You're in no position to be asking demands from me. So you sit there and behave yourself like a good little bird. And if I ever decide to let you go, you're never going to tell those other animals what I'm planning. I'm going outside to trap me some rabbits now. So you stay here, and I'll be back later to check on ye. Mr. Fowler wasn't too happy keeping an eagle in his den, but he wanted to teach LJ a lesson that she'd never forget. It started to rain again. The storm wasn't over yet. Mr. Kracker left his cabin to meet with Phineas, who was back from his holidays. Mr. Kracker paused for a second. Remembering that this was the area he found Squeaks the raccoon in. Now, where was that stump Phineas was talking about? Oh yeah, this way. Hey, Mr. Kracker, I've been waiting for you. Well, that's great, Phineas. Nice to see you back. How was your holiday? Well, I figured out how to use the sliders, and I ended up going to Sans Land. I met a panther there by the name of Pan. I don't know if I trust him that much, but he did tell me some information on LJ. He definitely thinks that Mr. Fowler has got something to do with LJ's disappearance. Well, that's great news, Phineas. I think I'm gonna go give Mr. Fowler a visit and see if I can find any more information. So, we'll see you later. Okay, bye, Mr. Kracker. Is that a slider I see? A bit disoriented, Mr. Kracker looks around to get his bearings. Creepy. You in there, Fowler? Fowler? LJ, you okay? I could be better, Mr. Kracker. Let's get that rope off you. There, how does that feel? Much better, Mr. Kracker. Thank you. Let's go get you something to eat. You must be starving. Well, that was easy. I just had to walk in there and get you. Well, Mr. Fowler was out hunting rabbits, so it was good timing. Where are we going, Mr. Kracker? Phineas was really excited when he heard that I was going to go see if I could find you. So we should head over to his house, and you'll be able to recuperate, and maybe he can keep an eye on you for a while. I'm not too bad, Mr. Kracker. My circulation's just a little cut off in the one foot, so should be alright. Okay, I'll let you fly from here. That landing felt alright, Mr. Kracker. I think my foot is on its way to healing. That's great, LJ. You're going to have to be a little bit more careful from now on with Fowler. He's getting pretty tricky. I'll say. He used a big diamond to lure me into his den. The next time I get near to him, I'm going to be a lot more careful, Mr. Kracker. Yeah, I think we all should be. Well, Phineas should be back pretty soon. So, I think I'm going to head out here, and you stay with Phineas for a while and just make sure you heal up, and I will see you guys both later. So, bye.
It was another beautiful day in Crackerland. Mr. Fowler left his den early to check on his rabbit traps and see if he caught anything. He crossed Trickle Creek over a stone bridge on a path that led toward the misty marshes. Which way to go? This way looks fun. Whoops. The marsh was pretty quiet today, almost too quiet. All he could think about was rabbit stew. Nice, chunky rabbit stew. He checked his trap along the misty marsh shoreline, but there was no rabbit. He had an odd feeling he was being watched, but he didn't know by who. There was a slight breeze in the air that carried his scent to animals nearby.
Oh, that was a close one. Made it just by a hair.
There was one thing in Forestland that the animals knew well, and that was, beware the Fowler. LJ makes a pass over Miss Marsh to check on things. He lands lightly on a tree branch. Hey everyone, your eye in the sky here. Just stopped in for a quick hello. I just warned some rabbits that Fowler's around, so I hope they're staying safe. He's got traps all over this area, so it's keeping me busy. Anyway, I'm off to bigger and better places, so we'll see you guys later. After a long day's work, Mr. Fowler finds a nice place to have a nap. It didn't take long before he fell fast asleep. When Mr. Fowler woke up, he felt a little strange. I don't remember this forest being here before, he said. There's no path. I guess I'll be making my own. Mr. Fowler was getting a little puzzled and was wondering why it was taking him so long to get through this forest. It feels like this forest is trying to swallow me. Why can't I find my way out of here? Just when Mr. Fowler feels like giving up, a pathway opens up in front of him, and he runs for freedom. Mr. Fowler enters a dark part of the forest. Suddenly he feels overwhelmed by tiredness and looks around for some place to lie down. He finds a nice comfortable spot on the forest floor, and it doesn't take long before he's fast asleep. When Mr. Fowler wakes up, it takes him a bit to realize that it was all just a dream. I better head home now before it gets dark, he says. runs along the path home, excited to get back to his cozy den.
Now you all know the bards and their songs.